Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can obtain Hedges G for one sample scenario using Microsoft Excel and my stikpetE add-in. My add-in is available at my GitHub account. Once you downloaded it there, you can go to Excel, open it, or open Excel, sorry, then go for File, Options, Add-ins and click on the Go button and then Browse and then select the downloaded file. I have a separate video where I go over this if you don't want to use my add-in, but in this scenario I will. I have some data in column A, as you can see, and the function of interest that you get once you install the add-in is ES, effect size, hedges, GOS for one sample. It takes as input the data, but it's important here not to select an entire column, but really specify the first and the last row. You can set the hypothesized mean. If you don't, it will use the mid-range, so the maximum plus minimum divided by 2. And you can set which approximation to use, because actually Hedges G is a correction on Cohen's D. The exact version, for that to work, you need to have a sample size less than 171. But luckily there are approximations from Hedges himself, Durlock, and Sue. If you don't use any approximation, then it will try to do the exact version, but if that doesn't work because the sample size is too large, it will use the XU. For my example, I set as a hypothesized mean 50, and then it's a matter of simply just filling out the formula or typing in the formula name, select the range, and in this case not using any approximations and just the mid-range, and that nicely gives me then what was actually used as the hypothesized mean. So if I want to change that, I can actually say, well, no, I want as a hypothesized mean that 50. So now the hypothesized mean is a 50 and G changes somewhat. This used the XU approximation because I have, if I'm not mistaken, around 1970 scores. Similarly here, we can again select this one simply, perhaps use F4 there, so to put some dollar signs, and then I can simply copy paste that for Durlock and for XU approximation. As you can see, the G value doesn't change much, and you can use some rules of thumb from Cohen's D, for example, if you really want to. I do have a separate function for that as well, thumb rules, and then Cohen D, and then just select the value of G, and it will give you a classification as a rule of thumb. There are many who frown upon using those rules of thumb, so be careful, but hey, if you're interested, you could use it. Alright, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.